guys, today I'm going to cook this huge lobster, and look at this lobster. It is so huge, and I'm going to be showing you how to cook it, and so I'll show you also how to wash, cut, then cook, and then we see how it comes out. I'm going to show you how to wash the lobster. So here is my lobster inside, and I'm going to just wash it up. And look at the bottom. Okay, it is a clean, and it's a very big lobster in there. Okay, so I washed it thoroughly. There we go. So here we are done. Here we go. I washed the lobster. I brought it here to cut. So I'm going to be cutting this part. So basically I'm going to be cutting like this. I took a nice knife. So it comes out. Here we go. There we go. Now the lobster is out. You see this? Now we are going to be washing that part again, and then we are going to be cutting this and remove from inside all this meat, and I will show you how to cut this also. So I'm going to be washing this. This is just for now for decor. So I'm just going to be cleaning, removing from inside all this lobster's internal stuff, and then I'll be washing thoroughly. Then I will be boiling. So when we boil, the color changes. This lobster you can see right now, and it's going to be like orange color. So I will remove all this thing out, and then I will be washing it. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to be just trimming a bit on the side, these sharp parts, so they don't hurt your hands and poke your hands. So I'm going to be cutting these sharp edges. Alright. Alright, start. Okay, so I'm going to be start cutting the sides here to remove the flesh, the meat out. So here we go. It's little hard job, but you can manage. So just have to be cutting the sides like this. You can even cut this bit here, trim this. So here I've opened from one side, I've cut it. Now I'm going to the other side. So here we go, I'm cutting from the other side. This is the main part where you get the meat out, the flesh, the lobster's meat out. There we go. Can you see this? Beautiful. Alright, here we have got it. Now we are going to be removing it out from the bottom. So what I am going to do is look here. It comes out nicely. So here we go. The knife is here. From this part I am going to put my knife in. I'm going to put my knife in slowly, and I'm going to loosen the meat from down. Can you see this? Can you see it? Okay, here we go. There we go. And from the side here, and you can even put your hand and lift the meat up from this side. It's a beautiful, beautiful. Look at this, how it came out easily. There we go. See, look at this beautiful amount of meat. Look at this side. Now here we have to clean, so I should be showing you there is a vein here which we have to take it out, and then we will cut the meat into small pieces and show you the recipe. So this is the meat. So this is for decor now. This one is, I'm going to be putting it there. See how beautifully it has come out. Nice. And we put it there. So here is the meat. I'm going to give it a nice cut. There. Here is the vein. Can you see this little black part? This is the vein. We are supposed to be removing it out. This gives food poisoning if you do not clean it. Now our lobster is here out. Now I'm going to be washing it again under water. Then I will be cut it into cubes, and then I'll show you how to cook, and also the shell of the lobster, how to decor. So here is the lobster. Look at this meat. It's beautiful. So I'm going to be washing a bit more. There we go. Okay, it's fine. Okay, there we go. Look at this meat. It's beautiful. Now I'll be cutting into cubes. So this is the part which we are going to be cooking it for decor. So I'm going to just wash it up from inside. So here we go, it's already washed. It's clean from inside. Okay, so it's washed and clean from inside. So there. Now this part is just for decoration. When you are presenting your food. Okay, we are ready. Here is this part. Okay, so my lobster has been washed. Now I'm going to be cutting the flesh and show you. Okay, so here is the lobster meat. So the actual meat which is here, I washed it thoroughly, and now I'm going to be cutting into small pieces, and then I'll keep it for the gravy. So I'm going to be cutting into medium size cubes, so like this size. They are bite size pieces. If you find the sizes are large, you can always cut into pieces, smaller pieces or bite size pieces. Beautiful. Look at this color of the meat. It's white color. Okay, so I'll be doing the same with the remaining. Okay. So here we go. The lobster has been washed, and here is this one ready here, and also the meat is ready. The meat is ready here, and I will be showing you how to cook it. And today I'm going to be cooking the lobster with mushrooms and cream. So I'll be showing you shortly. So I'm going to start first by boiling the lobster. So here is the lobster. So I put here my pot ready. So first I'm going to be boiling the shell of the lobster. So I'm going to add water here. So in the water, the only thing I'm going to add here is So I've already added the water here, and the next thing I'm going to add here is some ginger paste. So the smell, the like sea smell of lobster doesn't come on the shell, though we are not eating the shell, it's just for decoration. So some garlic and some ginger paste. Alright, so the water was already hot, so I had made it hot in the kettle. So the next thing I'm going to add here is adding the lobster inside, the shell of the lobster actually. So there, and it's going to turn orange right now. See, it's already turning orange, and I'll cover it. Cook it, like boil it for 15 minutes or so. So this is just for decor. Alright, so I'll just let it boil for like 10 to 15 minutes. Meanwhile, I'm going to start with, I've just covered it and let it boil on my other side. And I'm going to start with the main recipe right now. So I'll switch the my cooker here. So I'm going to be switching this one on my other side of the stove, and I'm going to be starting with the main recipe. So here I have got all my ingredients ready here. So now I'm going to make the main recipe of the lobster. The recipe is actually called Lobster Thermidor. So I'm going to be start by cooking I'm making it with mushrooms today. So I'm going to add some butter. First I'm going to cook the mushrooms, then I'm going to be adding the lobster inside. So here we have got I've added some butter. So I've added some butter here. The next thing I'm going to add to the butter is garlic. So I've got here garlic paste, not ginger, only garlic. So I added some garlic. I'll just literally cook it for like 1 minute. And the flame is on low. Actually it's not low, it's medium to low. Okay, so the garlic is gone inside here. Give it a stir. Okay, meanwhile let me prepare my next ingredient. I am going to add mushrooms here. These are like kind of like sliced mushrooms. Okay, so here we go. The garlic is cooked. The next thing I'm going to add is mushrooms. Okay, so into the mushrooms, I'm going to add little salt. So I'm going to add little salt. And pepper. This is like ground pepper. Black pepper. Okay, so I'll let it give it a stir. This is a very easy recipe. You can make it very fast. So now I'm going to lower the flame. So I don't want it to get burned. Okay, I've lowered the. So first I'll cook the mushrooms for a little. Then I'll add the other stuff inside. Meanwhile, I'm checking on the lobster here, the shell. already turning orange. I'll show you just now. So mushrooms don't take long also. So the next ingredient here is the lobster is ready here. Meanwhile, this is cooking. Let me show you the other lobster shell, which is on. See here is boiling on the other side. I'll be back in just 1 minute. Let it cook for a minute. This literally takes like 2 to 3 minutes for the mushrooms because I don't want to burn them. So I'll be back in 1 minute. So I'm back here. So the mushrooms are done. It's like here they are ready. So the next ingredient I'm going to put is the lobster. Alright, so the lobster is gone here. Now we keep on cooking on slow heat. So it looks like this. So I let it cook on slow heat. Meanwhile, let me show you the other side. Okay, so here is the lobster. So I'll be back in 1 minute. So I let it cook. So here is the lobster. Now I'm going to add at this point the mushrooms and the lobsters have cooked, and it doesn't take too long for it to cook because it's literally like boneless chicken, cooks very fast. So at this point I'm going to add little salt, just little salt. And adding little more pepper. Alright, so and give it a stir for a minute, or even just for maybe half a minute or a minute. So here is the lobster, a closer look. So the mushrooms and the lobster. So I am cooking on slow heat at the moment. Looks like this. Meanwhile, let me show you also my the shell of the lobster. So look here, it's boiling. Look at the color. It's turning like kind of orange. Okay, so it's still, I'm going to let it boil. And meanwhile, this one is on, looking yummy. Okay, so here we go, and it's looking like this. And the next thing I'm going to add is some fresh cream. This is fresh cream, so I'm adding some fresh cream to it. So it's a super easy recipe and it's very delicious. Lobster is not difficult to cook at all, and it's yummy also. So here we go. Let me add the cream, and look at this. Now I let it cook on slow for a little while, and meanwhile here is let me show you the boiling the shell. It's looking like this. It's ready, almost ready. I'll leave it for 5 more minutes, and so I'll be back. So dear friends, the lobster is ready. So here we go, and this is the shell which is already ready. I boiled it and I have kept it ready. Now I'm going to be putting in the serving dish to decorate. And here is my the lobster. It's already cooked. The cream is cooked. It's come to a thick consistency, and here is the lobster ready. So this is a closer look. So I have taken the lobster and look at this, and I'm going to be adding the meat here, and then this is my white rice, so you can eat it with white rice. And here it is ready, and I'll show you a closer look after it is done. So friends, my lobster is ready, and I'm going to be eating it today with rice. So I've taken some white rice and it is ready here. Now I'm going to be decorating the lobster. So here is the lobster. So I'll keep it like this, and inside this is the back part of the lobster. So I'll be putting it like this to decorate. And here is the lobster which is ready with me here. So I'm going to be putting it into this back part of the lobster, and I'll decorate it soon, put it inside, and then I'll let you know the remaining. So this is the rice with the lobster thermidor, and here is the lobster. Let me give you a closer look. It's tasting yummy and it's looking yummy. I have just tasted it and it's brilliant and yummy. And I am going to be using it from the pot to try. Look at this. So here is the it's delicious, it's yummy, and I hope you will like my recipe. You must give it a try. It's a very easy recipe, and if you like, please like, subscribe, share, and enjoy my making my lobster.